In this quick tutorial, I'll show you how to create a tornado logo intro with your character using CreateStudio. Let's begin by opening CreateStudio and starting a new project. Now, let's add our character to the canvas. Click on 3D Creator, choose your character, and drag it onto the canvas. You can either customize your character to fit your needs or use a preset. I'll use a preset for this tutorial. Next, let's upload your logo. Head to the Media tab and click Import Media to upload your logo file. If you have a logo saved in your global assets, you can select it from there. Simply click and drag your logo onto the timeline, placing it next to your character. Now, let's change your character's idle animation to surprised. Click on your character, go to the Action tab, click on Idle, and then choose Surprise from the list. Now, let's create a 360-degree spin animation for your character. Select your character, click Add Animation above the timeline, and choose Position, Scale, Rotation, and Character View. This will add an animation track to your character on the timeline. The playhead before the animation track shows how your character starts. To adjust the animation, click on the end of your animation track. Select the character and click on Rotate. Now click and drag your character to the left, spinning it around 8 times. Next, click on the end of the animation track and drag it to the end of the character layer. Next, move the playhead to around 2 seconds. Hover over the square at the end of your character layer, then click and drag it to align with the playhead. Now, move the playhead to around 5 seconds and repeat the process for your logo layer. Next, adjust your logo size and position by clicking and dragging the white handles and move it to the place you like. I will make it smaller and put it in the center. Now, let's add a transition effect from the character to the logo. Hover between the character and logo layers on the timeline. Click the green icon that appears and choose Hyper Jump. To give the logo a bit more animation, let's add a motion effect. Click on your logo, go to the Motion tab, choose Scale, and then select Back Down. Now let's add some sound effects by going to the Music tab and selecting FX, or you can upload your own. I've downloaded 3 soundtracks from Pixabay: a transition effect, cinematic whoosh, and a heartbeat. The links to these are in the description. To import them, go to the Media tab and click Import Media. Now, drag your sound effects onto the timeline and find the right spot. Play the video, listen to how the sounds match up, and make adjustments if needed until everything fits perfectly. If needed, you can adjust the volume of each sound effect by clicking on it and then modifying the volume in the Settings tab. Now, if you want to make your project stand out even more, let's add some visual effects. You can do this in 2 ways: by going to the Media tab and selecting Pixabay, or through the Studio tab by choosing Visual Effects. I'll show you how to use both options. First, let's start with Pixabay. Click on the Media tab, choose Pixabay, and search for the effect you want. You can try searching for Logo Intro, Galaxy Intro, or anything else that fits your intro. Once you've found the visual effect you like, click Download. It will then appear in my Media tab ready to use. Next, drag the video onto the timeline, placing it above the other layers. Select the video, go to the Settings tab, and click on Blend Mode. Choose Option Lighter or experiment with other options to see what works best. Now, adjust the length of the video to match the action. For example, I want the smoke to appear when the logo shows up, so I'll shorten the start by clicking and dragging the beginning of the layer to line it up with the logo. Alright, that looks good. I'll delete this file now to show you the other option. Click on Studio and select Visual Effects. You'll see some of the effects you can choose from. Find the effect you like, click on the download icon, and then drag it onto the timeline. Finally, make sure all your layers are the same length. For a logo intro, a duration of 5 seconds works best. Remember to save your project as you make progress by clicking the Save icon. Now, let's publish the video. Click Publish, select Quality High, choose your output file location, and then click Save. If you want to export your video as a vertical format for YouTube Shorts, Reels, or TikTok, click on Settings, choose Resolution, and then select Vertical. Lastly, adjust the sizes of the layers, character, logo, and visual effect. Select the layer. Use the white handles to resize it and position it in the center. Now repeat the publishing process to create your vertical version of the intro. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.